we are live and direct today, man. Not only is this the end of the month show, this is this official Spider-Man review on the channel, man. We actually went as a group to go see this movie. Definitely had it up. Went to go see that. Definitely was a lot of things, interesting things we saw with this film. We didn't really discuss it, but we overall we liked it. So you know what I'm saying. But before we get started, y'all know, subscribe to Marvel's Buzz, like this video, and if you haven't already, yeah, let us know what you think of Spider-Man in the comments below, man. So we're gonna get right into it, man. The good, the bad stuff, and then at the end of the rating. But we're gonna go since Torian played the fifth. He's gonna be the first.
Yeah, he played the fifth in the group chat. Yeah.
We put him on. We tried him, y'all. We said, "Did you see it?" He saw it early, but we're gonna start with Torian, man. Go ahead and give your good. Now you've seen it twice, but what's your good of Spider-Man brand new day?
Um, yeah, I went and saw it on Thursday. Had a good time. I really did enjoy the movie. It was some unexpected things that happened in it. I think the franchise is definitely, of course, in very, very good hands. I have no doubt about it. I mean, it's Spider Man. You really can't mess that up. I mean, it's probably been some things that's been messed up in the past, but I would say it has definitely had more wins than losses. That's for sure. And this movie,
All
for
right.
sure, hands down, was a huge win. And I
Huge.
think that Marvel especially needed this going
Agree.
into Doomsday. Like they
I
needed
agree.
this to happen going into Doomsday. And now it's like I guess Doomsday, like they probably feel like, oh, we can breathe a little bit. It's less pressure on us to carry us out of this year going into next year.
Okay.
But I really did enjoy the movie. The acting all around was on point. Everybody did a very, very good job. Tom Holland, like I said in my Odyssey review, he has shown a lot of growth with his acting in his career from where we first saw
Agreed.
him when he first started as Spider-Man to where he is now. He definitely has a lot more range. I'm glad that uh, MJ and Ned were actually served a purpose in this story.
Yeah.
In this movie, like they actually served a purpose instead of them just being there. Um, of course, we had some uh, a surprise pop up. I said Pat's one of his favorite characters was in the movie. I said when I was watching this on Thursday, I
Spoiler
said
alert.
Pat
Yep.
gonna love this.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really now that she's like now that I don't care about Kate Bishop anymore. Now I know who's gonna be the real Avenger in charge. You feel me? We team Yelena over here. We team Yelena over here. Spoiler alert. Yeah, this is super spoiler alert too. What's
When
it
I saw
called? Look
her,
at Tone so geeked up. He mic'd up. He's so muted. We don't even hear him. We know he's saying something good.
Damn, my bad, y'all. I had cause my bad. I was on mute. My
when I
bad,
saw,
y'all. Was saying my bad. I was on. But I looked though. Toy is right. The surprise cameo. So yeah, that joke was lit. I definitely wasn't expecting
when
to
I had
see her.
saw her,
They called me
I
way
said I
off
know
guard.
Pat
I was
gonna
like,
like.
okay, was she? You know?
I said when she shows up, I said I know Pat gonna like this when she pops up.
I did.
Of course, now the for those who have seen the movie, the mystery is now over. We now know who Sadie Sink is playing. She is Jean Grey. It was like some other things that was thrown out there, but I was like, nah, I think that's who she's playing because why is it being such a well kept secret for so long? It was probably killing her to do these interviews, and she couldn't say who she was playing. She couldn't go into elaboration. But now the movie is out. People have seen it, so if there's any other interviews that has to be done post the movie coming out, now she can talk about it. This is Jean Grey we're talking about here,
Jean
so
Grey.
she's one of the original X-Men, so so
I didn't expect her to
she
be
gonna be
ground
around
level
for a
like that
while.
though. That caught me
What's
off
that?
guard.
Oh,
I, I
you
didn't
didn't
I didn't expect her to
about
be
her.
on the ground level like that. That was kind of I didn't expect her to connect with Spider-Man. That was very different. I did like that though, because I don't, you don't normally see characters like that interact on big screen. But
Hmm.
it's like Jean Grey like almost. She's not Jean Grey yet, so it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
it
She's
kind of
like
works.
her start off. This is her homecoming. It's like
Yeah,
her homecoming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was actually telling I was telling Lex, I said it's crazy how OP she was in this movie, especially towards the end.
Yeah.
And this is her before she turns into the Phoenix. So
That's
like
the OP.
so we see her like her power and her ability to like literally that's literally what Charles be doing sometimes. He'll be make people freeze like just in real time, like they just stop moving, and that's basically what she did right there when she was able to project her power out past 33 feet because that was way past 33 feet. And I was
Way
wondering
past.
too if they was and I was wondering too if they was gonna show her using her telekinetic ability because everyone knows that's one of the powers that she's really known for using outside of being a telepath. And they showed it a little bit right there in that scene where she put the man in the chair, locked him up, held the glass shards near his face. She said she'll do it. I said Jean Grey was not above wanting to kill people in this movie, and she kind of did because then she caused one of the people get hit
She
by a
killed
cab.
somebody. I know somebody died in this movie. And if it wasn't something that she did, somebody died in this movie. It was too much happening. Somebody was killed. Spider-Man killed somebody. Somebody from the Sinister Six killed somebody. Somebody died in this
I
movie.
didn't think
She's a murderer for sure.
I didn't think we get as much Punisher as we did. Spoiler alert, but
No, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that was I was I
Coast was
was I was
good.
there with that. I was like, yes. I was like, please, more JB, please, as Punisher, yes,
I
more,
agree. I agree.
more, more of
And
this, more of
what
this.
you're saying about Punisher, that's really crazy that a lot of actors can't really do. So shout out to John Berthnall. If I keep that name wrong, and he's around. He's from around here, so he's a native. So
Yeah,
shout out to him. He like our Batista kind of, but at acting, like he's like our Batista, but he it did a good job of doing TV stuff and being able to do movies. So like he's really showing like you can really do anything with his character with the Punisher. You can take him from
yeah.
the TV screen to the somebody's movie. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time for a Punisher movie. You know what I'm saying? They could do a Punisher movie if they put the right stuff together because
Hmm.
he
I
did
mean, we got the special. We got the special.
We
yeah,
did.
That's about a
yeah,
movie right there. It's probably close. You gonna get to a movie with him?
yeah.
Maybe I don't know. I
You
don't
don't
know.
know. You don't. They already made a rated R movie with Deadpool,
Yeah.
so you
I mean,
never
I'm
know.
here for it though. If they do that, I'd be there
Facts.
definitely. But I thought Spider-Man was really great. I think that's the first movie I saw all summer too. So I don't damn what is the last movie I don't even remember the last movie I saw. So like Spider-Man did it for me.
We
Like it
need,
had
we needed. It was a brand new day for Tone,
hey, it
y'all.
was
It
literally a brand new day on this joke,
was
man.
a brand new day for Tone as
Hey
well.
Slim,
This-
hey Slim, man. I was at you like, damn, man, I miss going to the movies, man. This show, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really real life made me miss going to the movies.
It
Man,
was an experience too.
Spider Man had it
It was
all.
packed. It was. I
Yeah,
told you.
yeah.
I assume it
Yeah.
was packed at yours too.
Like, bro,
Oh yeah.
no
But
empty
Oh yeah.
seats in our
Listen, the
theater.
one I went to on Thursday was like literally on the app. It said sold out. Like that. The one I went to on Thursday was completely sold out, and
yeah,
this one was almost there too. So yeah, it
it's a
it
figured
definitely
out
had a lot.
movie.
Yes, it has now officially been declared that it is $1 billion movie.
Woo! Lighters up. Let's give a lighters up to Spider Man. I'm gonna go on a limb and say is I know we're still talking about the good here. I still want to hit some of y'all good. I want to still. One thing I really can say is I think on the screen, Spider Man is the biggest superhero of all time. I just think so. Like it used to be Superman, but Spider Man, everybody loves Spider Man. You know what I'm saying? Even when Tori was saying with the fandom, people was dressed up. It really felt good to be in the theater and seeing people just walking around with Spider Man stuff on. Like man, like we here, man.
And
We here.
I think to piggyback on what Pep is saying, I think Spider Man is like a universal hero. Like everybody, like you cannot. And I think Tom Holland also helped. Like he took Spider Man. I think he definitely took Spider Man. With this one, you got to put him above Toby. Like he cause
We
hey
taking
look, cause
we
he
taking his chain back. We taking
man,
Kobe's chain. We need that
hey, you
chain.
gotta
So
get right back to him, man, because Tom did that, and then he kept his remember in like all the press, he kept saying, yeah, we made this for comic book lovers, for the fans, yada yada yada, all that stuff, and it was like that from jump to finish, like you know what I'm saying, like
Hmm.
it was what they said it was, because we got a lot of y'all realize he was in the costume most of the movie, so like that's really good, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't have no bad like. gripes about
I really
Spider-Man
didn't
for
have
real, for
really
real. I don't
anything bad to
really,
really say
Yeah,
about the movie,
but
to be honest.
yeah.
let's say bad. Just keep going good. Let's keep just saying the
Yeah, I
good.
mean,
Okay.
there is no bad. That's the like. There's no bad. It's only like good stuff. I guess. I mean, like
And
even the
one thing I
Ned
told,
jump about the
yeah,
Hobgoblin theory or whatever. I thought that was gonna be a thing, but it wasn't a thing. And I was like, okay, maybe you know what I'm saying? I thought he had the ring and shit. I thought Ned was gonna be on some magic shit, but he was a swerve, at least for me, anyways. So
how in the games, when he's swinging, he's like doing all these acrobatic moves in the air as he's swinging, which he did quite a bit in
Yeah,
this movie, even down to the fighting and how he was maneuvering with the fighting. I was like, it was like playing the game. Like literally, that's what it felt like. Even when he was shooting when he was like had the web grenade thing that exploded into the web, that's in
yeah.
the game. Like that's in the game. So it was like they pulled from the games and the comics and did their thing with the story.
I definitely will give them a lot of credit. With, like you said, just piggybacking all this is one of some of my good I wrote down. I said that that Dustin Daniels, the dude who made Shang-Chi, he did a great job with this joint. Like straight up. You feel what I'm saying? What Torian said is actually true. They said a lot of the choreographic stuff, they look straight from the game. And so, I'm glad that they did that. Like you said, they the swinging in the air. That Cole said some bad. Yes, I have like one thing, one couple gripes, but I will say the action, everything in here was just so good to me. Like for a Spider-Man fan, I was having a lot of doubts about Spider-Man just going forward. This was actually a real Spider-Man movie. I feel like it was so grounded. They kept it grounded. I feel like kind of like when Miles did the first Into the Spider Verse, it was as grounded as that to me. Like he's just doing stuff here. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to be that neighborhood Spider-Man. Tone made a good point. He didn't take off his suit a lot. I love the suit. You know what I'm saying? So I really can tell that they did something different with this one. Then they said Dustin Daniels he's doing a trilogy, so it's gonna be more. So you know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that as well. But I agree, Torian. The choreography and the action was A1 on this joint. And the acting. And the acting. I think no funny. I love Zendaya. I said this. But this is like the most acting I've seen her do facial wise. She was really acting on another level. I feel like everybody from actually Jean Grey, Punisher, all of them were coming. Nobody was slacking with the
Even down to the even down to the people um when she was taking over the people's bodies and how they were acting, like the people, like the people
that
you
guy in
really
the
think about.
corner, that dude in the corner, he was good. That dude, the one that kind of had he had the probably the longest conversation with him.
Conversation with, yeah.
Oh no, he was going in. I was like, because like you said, they have to act like her, but they still have to act. You know what I'm saying? And she was Jean Grey had that man Noit said, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and go visit MJ right now. And I'm like, oh, it's somebody else saying it. Then the body's jumping. I'm like, okay, this is. Even though my one of my no, I'm not gonna say the gripe yet. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna stick to this. Jean Grey was awesome. It's definitely seeing that, like she said, this is like the beginning, Jean Grey, like when Charles came to her house type vibes. When Charles got to pull up on you, when your parents give him that call, and then him and Magneto pull up on you, and they say, hey, yeah, man, we need you to go to the school for the gifted. But you can tell she's gonna make her own way. It's gonna be more, maybe more strag type X-Men. It's not gonna be as organized. It's gonna be a lot more strag type X-Men that's gonna just be roaming around. You feel what I'm saying? Then
Hmm.
it's gonna be majorly like they're in the school. But the story, everything was good. Spider-Man was swinging. We saw a lot of that. Even
Swinging
though
was real good.
even though this is okay, this is a gripe, but I still loved it. Was just him fighting his catalog like Tombstone, Scorpion. I think there was some other covers and stuff like that. I saw the thing today where they compared it to the comic covers today. I'm like, oh, this is stuff smack out the comics. So you can tell that they actually respected the comics this time. Like, I don't know what Tom said when he came back from Odyssey, but he didn't like what he said when he came back. He went to do Odyssey with Christopher Nolan. They say he came back. He talking about why there's snacks out here. He knocked those off and said, "Nah, we need to be shooting like it's on the IMAX camera or something." He came back totally different. And you could tell his acting. He matured in this joint. Like he said, Yelena being them actually saying like she kind of like big broing him, but really they little bros for real. They're not even the real Avengers. So to see that she got her own little office and stuff like that, I really like where they're going with that tone. Definitely hit a point. Punisher, I love all the scenes with Punisher and Spider Man. Even the Hulk scene that we haven't talked about yet.
I was
That
about to say when we gonna talk about the Hulk, cause
even though the
cause
Hulk, even
little
though he
my
got
man,
Hulk Buster a little bit, to me, I
yeah,
think they Hulk busted him, but it felt so good that the crowd let out a applause when he went Savage Hulk. I even
my little man that was with me was like, do
And
you see how big I did? Did y'all peep how big he got? Like they did the Smart Hulk first, but then they saw him actually. He actually like grew in size. Like I didn't even realize like how big he was. Until I flashed back, I was like, oh yeah, he was not
yep.
like like
and
really like swole.
they finally had
I'm
him
like,
do the
okay,
Hulk clap.
yeah. Well, okay. So his
Man,
so the
hey
clap,
Torian,
the Hulk
that
clap
joint tore the
scene.
whole building down.
That joint was I think he probably had better. The chase scene reminded me of when he chased Black Widow on the
Oh yeah, in
Avengers jet.
Avengers.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, yeah, I
so
remember that.
but I think Spider Man might have been better. I don't know,
It
but that,
definitely,
that's what that reminded me. I
it
think
definitely
Spider
was
Man was
better.
better.
I think it was
Yeah,
better because they kind of fooled us a little bit and gave us that Smart Hulk first, because that kind of
yeah.
irritated me for a second. I can't even hold you. All I thought about is him taking selfies and eating pancakes and tacos and stuff. All the bad things started coming to my brain when I seen Smart Hulk come up. But then when he said that she was playing with the other guy and he was like, "Hey, get low, like I can't control this one." He's like, "Huh?" I was like, "Hold on, what you mean you can't control it?" And then next thing you know, he said it's no more Banner, it's just the Hulk. I'm like, oh man, this not even the Thor, this not even Ragnarok Hulk. This not even cool Hulk no more. So that scene was crazy. And then seeing that, Jean realizing like this is bigger than what I thought it was going to be. So, because she's kind of like a little kid. She's like a little kid trying to do this. This is a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Trying to really orchestrate all this. So, you can see that in the flaws in the plan. Because if this was like Torian said, full Phoenix, she could have destroyed the whole city. No lie. No lie. Everybody would have died. You feel me? So, as y'all can see, I have a lot of good stuff about it for sure. And like Ned, Ned, and okay, that's in my gripes, but yeah, I loved it. I loved it, man. But I guess we all loved it. I'm guessing we all loved it. Now there was a end credit scene. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
just we well first of all, no, we're not gonna give it a rating yet. I'm gonna give it at the end. Give it at the end. The end credit scene. How did y'all feel about the end credit scene? Did y'all like it or not like
A lot of people was confused, but I understood it.
it? Okay, okay.
A lot of people was confused, but I understood it.
I thought it was different. It looked sweet. I mean, like, it got to be like what's it called, Battle World, right? It has to be. Well, for me, like I said when we left the theater, I was like, it either got to be it could be the Ultimate Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2099. Maybe is is out
Toby
there on
Spider
Battle
Man.
World. Like it
Um,
could be, yeah. It's like like it could be like literally any Spider-Man could be out there. So, but I thought it was cool though. I like the little screen and shit. That was different.
I think, but I really also like this as well. I like that they didn't give us too much because I feel like that's what everybody expects from Marvel on the end credit scenes now. Like they're gonna give us a whole bunch of something that connects to something. Sometimes it's just not it's not there yet. You feel what I'm saying? They just want you to see what's going next. But that definitely ended. First, I thought it was gonna go to Brooklyn. That's what I first thought we was gonna get a Miles Morales tease, but I think Miles Morales is
I
going to
think
end up.
everybody thought it was gonna be at the Brooklyn. It's about to swing.
I think he's going to end up at the end of the Spider Verse movies. I think he's going to end up coming into the real world. Like he's going to go into the real world. Like, yeah, I'm gone. Peace. I'm about to become a real person.
Yeah, because remember what we left him off at in Across the Spider Verse. He's in another alternate dimension, like in another Earth. He's on Earth, but in another reality. And now they got to go and find him. And something tells me something gonna get messed up, and he's not gonna really make it back home. and then that's when he's probably going to step out, and we're going to see the official live action
Live
version of
action.
him.
Yeah,
Like
that
that would be the best way to end off that trilogy and usher him into the MCU.
it's only right to me because it's time for our brother just to go ahead and step out of that imagination world. Let's come to the real world with my boy Pete. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna call now. I'm calling him Pete. Now he not Peter to me no more. I'm calling Paul Holland Pete. He didn't earn the Pete name. He stamped Pete now. You feel me? Um, but I definitely hope they end up doing something with that. But I think Spider Man is definitely gonna maybe be in Secret Wars. I don't think he's
Oh,
going to be in
definitely.
Doomsday, but he's definitely going to be in Secret Wars because everybody's going to be in Secret Wars.
Man, I know them at Disney, man. Every time Tom walk in there, oh, they see dollar signs. That nigga on fire. You on fire, man.
Every
Sony,
Spider-Man,
Sony
You on
especially,
fire.
they own majority of Spider Man.
Sony, when I said that I
On
said
fire.
Sony ain't never going to let go of Spider-Man. They're never
Oh,
going to let go of that. Don't
Never.
worry about that.
I
They
think they gotta make a movie every 3 years or so. Somebody has to make some movie. I think it's the Hulk or something. It's a couple of these characters where they I had rated they have to make a movie every 3 years or 4 years or something like that, or it will revert back to Disney or
yeah.
Marvel. It'll
Yeah, you
revert
read
back
that.
over.
You read that right. I think it's like every three
Uh,
to 5 years
they have to make it
they have to make a movie with
something.
Spider Man in it because it's a deal. It's like a two-way deal. Like with Sony, in order for them to keep it, they have to have a movie with Spider Man in it, and it doesn't have to be a Spider Man movie. Spider Man just has to be in a movie. So technically, since he's going to appear in Secret Wars most likely, which is next year, they don't have to make another Spider-Man movie for like another 3 years. But by that third year, they have to have Spider-Man Peter Parker in particular in that movie, and then the trade-off is that Marvel, the MCU, will allow them to use characters from their gallery in them. But that's part of the deal in order for them to do it. So Sony has to make Spider-Man movies or have Spider-Man in there somewhere, and the trade-off is Marvel has to put some of their characters in there. That's why you saw Iron Man in Homecoming, or why you saw Mysterio in Far From Home, and Maria Hill and Nick Fury. That's why when it came to No Way Home, you had Doctor Strange in it. So people was like, why is Spider-Man always in a movie with other characters? Why can't he do it alone? Because the deal is they have to put those characters in there. It's part of their contract, and they're not about to break that contract because then that's when lawsuits happen.
Yep.
So yeah, so they have to do it. But what I liked about this movie is even though you had Punisher in there, you had Yelena in there, they literally acted as background support. Or even Hulk, for instance, he just had a little moment. This was the first time I think I saw with Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man where he actually was by himself 95% of the time.
He's alone a lot. He's alone a lot. He's alone a lot. And it's about to be his fault that the X-Men are about to be used by the government because he, just like the glasses, he just gives up stuff for no damn reason. I'm like, he made the annihilator chip now, so now they're about to duplicate.
They can figure out how to like suppress their
They're
powers
gonna freak that off. Oh yeah,
or duplicate it or
it's gonna be
something.
freaked off. The damage control is already freaking that right now. That's gonna be used in movies later on. So
Oh
Spider Man,
yeah.
once again, thank you again for giving some type of technology to the wrong people because he's literally the friendly, naive Spider-Man, the friendly, dumb Spider-Man. He every time somebody tells him something, he gets to the third act of the movie and goes, "I think they lied to me." That's how every movie then gone with Spider-Man. He gets mid movie and goes, "You know what? I think they lied."
I just pictured. Well, I just pictured his face, like
When he
sitting there,
realized
cause
it,
you know what I'm saying, like. But I just pictured Tom Holland's face, cause the Spider-Man suit, just like that little face he
Yeah, because
makes.
the thing is now they have all the information that they need from the stuff that they got off of Jean because she was in that chair for too long, and then
Max.
her powers went crazy. But now they have all the information they need, and he didn't destroy the chip, like it was still there, and the director of damage control he's missing, and you know he got the chip with him. So now like all he gonna do is just duplicate what was done. He saw it worked on Jean, so now when it comes to the X-Men, which that like Coon said in the chat, that's who they're going. That's who he's going to use it on. He's
Yep.
basically going to be like Trask.
Good luck, Spidey. That's see what I'm saying. That's what he said. Good luck, Spidey. I needed this one on the way out, and I got to live. And Punisher shot him. So yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm good. I definitely agree. This is going. That's going to turn to something else. That's going to be in the X-Men story. Whatever they're going to do with X-Men. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely realized that Spider-Man had to go through his choice movie, like what dealing with him himself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when Spider-Man movies are really good, when he has to go within like what he's going through and
You
then
mean
really
you like
do
the
it.
press Spider Man?
Yeah, he has to be depressed. He has to be at a stage where he has to fight for something more, and that's why I really liked that he had to fight for something more. The arachnid in him was going crazy. I like that little twist that kind of made him evil a little bit, but he learned how to balance that out, giving the fake weapon away for the real weapon. Finally, he was like Peter too. You feel what I'm saying? He got his real weapon. He stepped everything up all the way for sure.
I like the bioscan little scene when he first went in. That was pretty cool.
Like I said, when his arachnid levels went up and his senses went crazy, I said I couldn't even imagine being in that position. I mean, imagine you already have Spidey sense, but now they're at like times 100. Like you can hear everything all at one time, and you can't even think. Like you can't even focus. Like that's just absolutely insane.
No, it was. He was tweaking out and peeking out. And then, like you said, even when the scene when he was fighting Scorpion, he kind of like arachnid out on Scorpion. He's about to kill Scorpion. Scorpion almost died, and he almost killed a police officer. MJ could have died. But once he was able to just channel both of those things between who he's gonna be, I really have big hopes for Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? What they're gonna do.
Hey, that was a great scene with the letter. That was a great scene when
Oh,
it was
when he was acting with MJ.
yeah,
I told you
when he was talking.
Zendaya was really acting in this
Yeah,
job. I was like, okay. I was like, she said, I don't even know you. I was like, huh? We waited 4 years for this. We've been stalking.
yeah, that don't got me.
We've been stalking your Instagram, Zendaya. We can't even. MJ, you could at least. Then she just kept going. She was like, and then on top of that, I'm not the same girl. So you might as well just let that go. Don't worry about it. He was like, damn, cuz. Like, then she just
Coon said he hated that scene.
look. I hate that scene plot wise. Acting was good though. I didn't think she had to go that far. I don't think they even had to go all this far. That was. We're gonna get into that as a gripe though. Hold on, real quick. But Torian, my bad. That's gonna be my first gripe when I start.
I did like the acting when after she had everybody fooled, thinking that was her giving him the hug and the kiss, and it was really Jean talking through her. Like
Oh
that had
yeah,
everybody fooled.
cool said
Like
watch.
her whole facial expression changed, her mannerisms changed, and everything like that. But when he got upset, he grabbed her by the neck and held her over the thing, and then that's when Jean had told him. She said maybe you need to read that letter to yourself. I was like, my goodness. She said
Hey,
maybe you're the monster.
hey,
If you're willing to throw me, if you're willing to throw the girl you love who doesn't know who you are off of this ledge, then maybe you're the monster.
Coon said
Because she
she
could.
no,
Hey, when she
she definitely was because that had nothing to do with her. At the end of the day, I kept saying it less. I'm like, whole time she has a whole dude, like she has a whole boyfriend, like, and then Spider-Man was dirty macking the whole time. He like, dang, he's so withdrawn, huh? That's crazy.
hey the
And
little joke, the little scene where she fell off the ledge. It was like the Batman jump when he caught what's her name? When he slid down, the Joker tossed her off.
oh yeah,
Tossed
he's
that's
like
what
he
that.
said wrong choice of word.
Yeah, well, he they put very poor choice of words. Go ahead. That's what that reminded me of.
No, that
Yeah.
was an evil scene, man. Jean Grey was going evil, and then like you said, I mean Zendaya obviously had to act it, so she turned up in it. You feel me? So no, I have a lot of complaints, but on my bad though of that, I do think at some point I know for the plot point, I wish they would have had it where they did remember him, like where Ned, like spoiler alert, where Ned remembers him, where they didn't remember him and they made a relationship with him as just Spider-Man. You feel what I'm saying? Like They just how the chief knows him, they just know him with the mask. That just would have been interesting to see. You feel what I'm saying? And not have him do this thing where he's not telling them. I'm like, just tell them, like, bro, just tell them everything. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but just tell them everything. Not other than that, once again, no real villain. You feel what I'm saying? I love the fact that they have the moments where they just bring it all together, and I May became the therapist. You feel what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, I just want to see a villain. So I'm really hoping. I
The
love
damage control guy, he was the villain. Well, technically,
bad villain. You feel what I'm
No,
saying?
no, 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 no. Pap is right. Pap is right. I'm sitting here thinking about like, you know what?
Bad villain. You feel what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
dock my points because you know what? That he, I was like, you know what? I'm caught up in the,
And
you know what I'm
Torian,
saying? It
two
is
things
really
can be
good.
true, though. Look, two things can be true
Yeah,
because Torian is correct too. He was a bad guy. He had
yeah.
all bad intentions, and he still does. You feel me? But I feel like the
I'm
big
thinking you talking about like kingpin type. You talking about like a you know I know what you mean when you said that. It was like oh it's that click like yeah you know what it's
it's
not really
no,
a
it's no, it's
it's
I
not
hate
like a
you.
major
I hate
yeah
you.
okay
It's
yeah
no like man. I saw your aunt, and man, I had sympathy for
yeah
you. But I realized that's what they
damn
do. Maybe this is the therapy verse and multiverse. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like the therapy
I just
verse.
got
And so that was the thing, and I thought the side characters were good, but some of the villains, which maybe I'm speaking ahead, I hope some of the villains we saw like Tombstone and the other villains. I know they had a flash moment, but I hope that's something that they show later down the line. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a flash. Like I want them to please just go into the Sinister Six a little bit. That's my only gripes for real. I didn't have any other gripes. Like I said, I thought it was an amazing movie. I really didn't have a lot of gripes. I really did.
I got I got a question for y'all. Like after looking at like how they did Jean's powers, do you think that's an ability that you would want?
um
I'm gonna
hmm.
say that was I mean we I'm trying to think have I seen that have we seen a version of her power so when her power was activating and they like see her shivering
He
like it's
kind of
shivering in
has
the
Charles
background
powers like when he was in the mall.
yeah
Remember he was in the mall, but
yeah
his
yeah it's
weapon is as aggressive as hers though. You know what I'm saying? Hers had people
yeah
like Wanda. Hers was kind of like Wanda's in
yeah
WandaVision when she had everybody like just stuck.
I don't think. I mean, that's just like one of her powers. So like, that's not. I wasn't really like. It was like they didn't even show her. You know, like we said earlier in the show, this is baby Jane Grey. So it's like a basic thing that she does. So I wasn't. I was like, man, I was thinking about it while at the movies. I'm just like, all right, her power, like the way that they did her power. I was like, man, it was mad, but I get it. You know, I wasn't mad or I don't know. I think it could have made it more. I don't know. I don't know. It feel like Invisible Woman. That's what it felt like to me. That's what it felt like to me. Invisible
Oh
Woman
wow!
using her powers. That's what her doing. That's what I was looking for. That's what her doing her power felt like to me. So
I
I was
would
like, yeah,
Torian. I would get her powers. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would freak her powers, especially when how she was messing with his head when like we said the different actors was playing different versions of her or whatever, and she was just talking through people. I would be messing with people's heads like that. You be saying something you think you about to keep fucking with me, cool. You gonna be sitting with one hand, I'm gonna have your mama saying the wildest thing you ever heard she said in her life to you, and just have you freaked out. You're gonna end up in a freaking white jacket by the time I'm done with you. You feel what I'm saying? So no, yeah, I would. And I'd be a villain. So yeah, there you go
And like I
too.
said, and like I said, towards the end, that's when you saw her use her telekinesis, which like she used only just a little bit of the fact that she was able to hold people in place for that wide radius for that long period of time and still use her telekinesis just shows you right there how powerful she's going to become.
Yeah,
Like she
I
was
agree.
able to use two of her abilities at the same time without breaking the hold that she had on that entire island of people.
Yeah, Charles gonna have to come get her. 100%. I agree. 100. The verdict is in. He has to come get her. I mean,
You know what? Oh, but I'm glad you said that. We see her at the end. She's on the bus. Where do you think she's going?
she's going to Westchester. You know where she going. You know where she going. She headed up top. You know where she going. She headed up top to that mansion at the top of New York. You feel me? So I think she's going. I think she's going to go see X-Men, and then if y'all didn't notice, because I kept they kept showing it that her sister's scrunchie was the X-Men colors. Like literally, there was blue and yellow. So I'm like, what if her sister was already in the mix of it and was kind of getting her hip, like, yeah, like come chill with me, like, come be an X-Men type vibes, but she just got smoked. We never know. We'll see. I guess we'll see down the line. But my grade of Spider-Man Brand New Day, I would definitely say 9.5. Super lighters up. That's coming from me. I definitely love the movie.
I gave it a 9.
Okay, okay. Home.
Damn, I left my light in the bathroom. I would definitely give it a 9.5 because I was gonna say a 9 originally because like Pat said, it was no real villain, and it made me think back like, nah, they really got to be like that's a but it was I still really without him putting it out, I gave it a 9.5 anyway, so I'm gonna stick with that. It was still cool. I get it, a collective villain, but yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
definitely I would go see that again for sure. Like they did that one.